Welcome to Etherflux Hunters. It's Dungeons and Dragons in space with bounty hunters. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. Here we are. That's all of us for now. How you doing? I'm CT Avis. I'm the Dungeon Master, and you fellas are the bounty hunters. We're a couple men down at the moment. Rid and Trombley should be joining us a little bit later this evening. And we have no Tim this evening as he is involved in Easter escapades. So,
Ice capades.
Easter on ice. Yeah.
That's right.
Escapades.
well, when we last left off, you had pulled off a daring heist. No, not really. You had been in the top floor of the Yale Nutani building, and you were confronted with getting Omarth out of there. Omarth is the Gith engineer responsible for the construction of the Necrosphere. If this sounds familiar, yes, it is. You had been jumped by Alpha Squad. You dealt with Alpha Squad, busted out a window, and using your various flying devices, flew out the window. Your
But
destination...
not all of us.
Who's left behind?
Well, Red's out. Popped off to
right.
a
I was going to say, yeah, okay, we'll
Hobbit
do
division.
we'll deal with that in a second.
And
Your
poor
destination,
Kevin.
once jumping out the window, was the invisible airship, starship of Alpha Squad that you were chasing a member towards, and you overcame him and basically were making your way in drips and drabs to that ship through the air. At the same time, a ball of hurtling hate came flying out of nowhere and slammed into the side of the building. And that's where we got cut off last week because I had a technical difficulty. So we'll pick that up in a minute. But first, we have to... Oops, I don't know why that happened. I had that all set up, but... there I am. Yes. I forgot to adjust this while everybody was on. There I am. You can see how the sausage is made here. Oops. OBS. No, I'm not swearing. That's the name of the program.
It's okay if it's BS.
All right. And so, we transition. Oh no, did somebody just join?
But
Yep.
wait,
Yo.
there's more.
But wait, there's more.
New challenger approaches.
And in this corner, from parts unknown, weight unknown. That always killed me. It's like, why don't they know the weight? Stand on a scale.
Introducing name unknown.
Default.
That'd be awesome.
All right, so I appreciate if you other players would mute for this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that.
Here we are. Red's out. Hi.
You know.
The last moments you recall are from the server room on top of the Yale Nutani building. You were pinned in a corner by Edbot, a security bot, and Barca, the leader of Alpha Squad. You were holding your own, blasting away with your revolver, but taking your fair share of lumps, too. Still, you felt like you had the situation in hand before Barca somehow reached into your chest and did something. Magic, almost forgotten, surged from deep within you. With its pulsation came the memory of your previous function, to hop dimensions in search of something you can't name. You last used this when you and Abraxas jumped out of Abraxas' home dimension and popped up into the Etherflux universe. The surge resulted in a blinding light, and you felt your physical form disperse, a sensation neither painful nor pleasant. The cosmos spun like a wheel around you, and you felt yourself hurtling through a gray rain towards white shores and a far green country, just at the precipice of sunrise. Plagiarism. Then something grabbed you and pulled you back, yanking you backwards in space-time. As the light ends, you feel like a man out of time. Slowly, a familiar scene comes into view. The eclectic bric-a-brac of places innumerable lines the walls inside the diner. This place has seen many visitors in its time, though not many leave, you remember, as the memory of this place comes flooding back. You look around you, a fearful pang in your spine, wondering if you'll be one of the forever trapped. Hey, well, look who it is. I wasn't expecting you, young fella. Rat's out, is it? The white-haired and bearded figure behind the counter says this to you, Rat's out. He indicates a cup of warm oil and a coffee cup in front of you, as you suddenly realize you're sitting on a stool. A perfect piece of pie, though, seems just to be out of your reach. Yep. I guess I was expecting you. Old Gramps got a good look at you the last time you and the rest of your rapscallions were here. Hey, helped me out a spell, you did. I would have loved to have taken a look at you then. There's something special about you, something that's from another plane. Curious that. Tell me, Retsout, what do you know of your origin?
Just kind of sitting here, just trying to process everything that has been going on and where I'm at, and just getting my bearings and like origins. All right. That's the $1 million question. I've been searching for that for quite some time. Still have yet to find it.
Nope.
Little bits here and there.
Yeah? What about those little bits? Tell old Gramps.
Just little flashes, really. Just things that spark memories, or just something that I feel gravitated towards, something that I feel like I should know, or something that I've known before but just can't quite place it.
I see. No, I can definitely relate. Boy, can I relate to that feeling. It's not a fun feeling to know something's missing, something from your mind. You boys helped me with that last time. What's the last thing you remember before you got here?
Was it a fight with a number of individuals, Alpha Squad, as they called it themselves? The Yalen Wutani building, trying to ascertain, what the hell ever else we were trying to find there. Information that we're trying to gather about this corporation, and along that, again, kind of going back to trying to find out, finding that I may have had something to do with this corporation, or rather this corporation may have had something to do with me, that I've been trying to investigate while trying to basically fight with a number of individuals, our guild that that I'm associated with.
Aha. But that doesn't explain what happened to bring you here.
No, that is I got the last thing I kind of remember is basically kind of got, I guess, punched in the chest or something, that something inside me activated by one of our adversaries, and all of a sudden here I am. Not entirely sure what happened, how it happened, why it happened, but it did, and yeah, now I'm sitting here.
I'm actually going to do this so the names and the faces are on the proper sides. Okay. Well, it seems like that fella that punched you knew maybe a little something about you. You mind if I have a look at the old ticker there?
Go ahead.
He takes out like a jeweler's loop, and he kind of he pulls back your jacket, and he starts to kind of examine. Oh, surprised he was able to get that. How did he know that?
Get what and know what?
Well, he activated your primary function. Triggered the magic that lets you hop around. Very dangerous, that. When you don't have a destination in mind. You might want to think of a default place you can pop into if this ever happens again. No guarantees. Old Gramps can't tell you for sure this will work, but you might still pop where you want to, or you might end up in a post-nuclear wilderness in West Virginia. I don't know. It's hard to say with such things, but at least you might tilt the odds a little in your favor. Well,
You mind telling me how you know so much about all this? You knew to look right for it. What can you tell me about it?
well, you were doing
can
something. You and your friends were doing something that had my interest. Something that I think will lead you down the right path. Depending on your choices, of course. Nothing set in stone for the future. But I'm hoping you boys will eventually be able to help me out a little bit more at the end of your journey. I just
I'd like
happen
to think we could.
I just happen to be paying attention to you. Can't always do that. I have a diner to run. But you're lucky that I was doing that, because your interests line up with my interests. Couldn't help but have a look-see. That's how I knew to grab you before you ended up, well, wherever it was you were heading. But what do I know, and how do I know it? He leans in real close. The truth is, I don't know. You boys did a good piece to remind me of certain things the last time you were visiting the old diner, and did a few little things for me. You middling task them. And I did get a good more sense of something. Got a bit more of my memory back. And I don't know if it's incomplete still, or if it's just something inside me saying I gotta keep a few secrets yet. So I can't rightly tell you how I know what I know about you. It's just that I have a thought that I was there when it happened. At least in spirit.
All right, old man. Keep your secrets.
But as I said, your future's a little cloudy to me. You're on the right path. And you might be able to set right a mighty wrong. But before I go any further with you, I have 3 questions. Well, we'll see. Maybe it's just 3. As he says this, you remember that when Arnolf had got pulled in to see Gramps before, he had to answer 3 questions. The first of which is, how do you define true happiness, and what do you think is the path to achieving it?
True happiness. Huh. Not necessarily something I've thought about for some time. But I guess by in the end doing what's right, I guess. That I know what I've done is right, and I guess I did get some happiness from that. So maybe that's it.
I see. Now this next
Although
one.
the way that we get there may not always be so obvious, but
Well, that's true.
anyway.
Now this next one, I want you to think about. You're the heroic type, so you might want to just jump out of your hero case and say, "Yeah, sure." But what do you think about this? Could you really sacrifice yourself for the greater good, knowing that it might cause a loved one pain?
Never been, I've never thought of it. I don't know. I guess I will never know until I'm faced with that situation.
That's a fair answer. It's probably the most truthful one could give. You never know until you're in that moment. Last question. Is it important to know so much of your past? Or can you define yourself enough by your present and future, since your past seems to be a bit murky?
I don't need to know everything about it, but at least be able to define some of it enough to at least know who I was.
I see.
Certainly won't define who I will be or who I am, but do I need to know? Again, I don't know.
I guess you wouldn't know until you knew.
Right.
If it made a difference. I think it might. It's made a difference for old Gramps, remembering a few things. Now, those are my 3 questions. What questions do you have for me?
You seem to know so much about this contraption and how it works. Well, let me ask you this. Can you do it again?
Grab you after it's activated. Yeah, if I'm paying attention at the time. But you're not always doing something I care about. So I'm not always watching you. I'm not always there to grab you and pull your fire out of your bacon out of the fire. Your fire out of the bacon would be weird. Oh crap! That reminds me. He runs back to the kitchen. You hear him some clattering and a smoke alarm going off. And after a minute, he comes back. Whoops. Next question.
Well, the guys from Alpha Squad somehow managed to activate this. I guess my question before is, can you activate it again? If I now know where I need to be when it's activated, can you send me back to everybody else? If I know where I need to be, can you send me back?
I can send you back right now because I'm still got an eye on the game, so to speak.
However, I'm guessing this comes at somewhat of a cost.
Oh, a cost. Well, maybe. In the future, it would be best if you could figure out and discover how to handle this yourself. Like I said, a default location to pop into should you get this triggered again. My sense is usually when you've used it, well, the first time you were programmed to, and then a couple times after that, you probably reached some sort of beacon that activated it, sort of a preset, maybe a timer. I don't know rightly. But apparently it can be activated without that. So that's why I'm arguing for the default, and that's why I'm arguing that you get a little grip on this and understand how it works. For your sake. Other questions?
Don't think I have any at the moment. Everything else is just so kind of bit of a blur right now that no, I don't think I do.
I'm sure you've had a hell of a day. Oh. Before you go, a couple of things. He takes a box out. Got a shipment of these in. Kind of strange, and I don't have much use for them in a diner. Tasted a couple. They were all right. A little orangey tasting. He opens it up, and what you see inside are fortune cookies. Go ahead, try one now.
Right. Open her up, and I'll read the fortune first.
Roll
I'm
a
assuming
D6.
there is a
Yeah, roll
D6?
D6 for me. Yep.
Okay. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Womp womp. 1.
Lone Star. The ring is bupkis. No, okay. It says you're going to have to tip the scales of balance back in our favor. The word scales is in italics. Balance is good. Things out of balance can get very bad. Fancy another one, or do you want to wait?
I think I'll have one more.
By all means. I'm as curious as you are. Roll D6.
Three.
A samurai cannot serve two masters. Tough decisions are coming for you. How about one more for the road? Then maybe you bring the rest back for your friends.
Who am I to refuse? Four.
Build the door. Open the door. That sounds like nonsense to me. Though, sort of does make some sense. You are kind of a door opener. Huh. Well, what door? And why? Huh. I don't know. Well, looks like your friends could use you. They're in a heap of trouble without you. I've never... the furry one there's take quite a beating. Take these with you. He puts 2 potions, potion bottles on the counter. Maybe help get you a little healthier. Oh, you know what though? I gotta talk to one of the other of you. So, yeah. I'll be seeing you, Red Sow. And just as things start to fade out, you see Templeton walk in the door of the diner and have a seat.
So I turn around to him.
You fade out before you get there. Before you get to talk to him. Oh, I'm trying to find an overlay. There we go. That'll work. You find yourself hurtling back through space-time. You see the planet of Everlight coming present for you. You zoom further and further in until you can make out the high peaks of the Yalen Wutani building. So I'm stalling here as I get the overlay reset. There we go, that'll do. And suddenly you find yourself on the deck of a ship. And I gotta find out what I do with the deck of that ship. All right, everyone else. For the sake of expediency, we're going to say that you guys have all managed to land on the ship. I think Abraxas would have been first. Who was after? Oh, I think Templeton was after him, wasn't he? Or was it Corvex that was holding?
No, it was
That was
Corvex.
right there.
Corvex, you had to make a quick adjustment mid-flight there to grab Arnolf. Let's see. Mother is with you. Quiplik, you were flying for the ship too, weren't you?
Yep.
There we go.
And I believe I was carrying Omar.
Have to do a quick adjustment to the map. Let's see. Oh, I forgot Omar. I forgot to put my Omar. I'll do that in just a second. It might be a little weird for a second here, boys. My cat found this to be a perfect time to start begging for attention. All right, that's more to scale.
Look at me.
Here. And we will use that dude for Omarth. All right.
Animated deck plan for the win, by the way.
What's that?
Very cool.
Yeah.
I said animated deck plan is really cool.
Map Guffin. Patreon.com. I'll need one more. Uh-oh. Well, that's interesting. Sorry about the slight delay here as I reset.
No, you got a lot of pieces to set into motion. I do have a question for you when
Yes.
you are set. When you're set.
Shoot, what's your question?
So as we were all deciding to and actively leaving the floor by way of the window, some of us could see something large flying towards the building. Now that we're on the deck here, can we see what happened, or has it happened yet?
Okay, so great question. As some of you start to touch down, some of you are still midair. You see like a sort of fiery ball slam into the building, but instead of like destroying it or exploding, you just see it sort of go into it. And you, even from this distance, you hear a roar of anger. Stepping back out through the hole, you see the same figure that you had seen in the bar that one night that had dropped in through the ceiling. He looks down at you and he jumps right at you. It's the Nucleus.
Oh. Can we retcon that I asked that question?
What question?
What happened to the ball thing? Because I'd like that to not happen right now.
Nope.
Kind of change time. If I could turn my... No, never mind.
I was getting there. Okay, so
Well, shit.
back on the deck of this ship, Retso has now rejoined you. He's got a couple of potions in his hand, and he's another gun in the fight. The Nucleus is now hurtling through the air towards you.
Lovely.
He's about 60 feet out and getting closer. I'll give you a moment to do some things before we go back into initiative round, and I think we'll have you guys re-roll.
Red's out. Where'd you come from? And holy shit!
Not entirely sure you'd believe me if I told you.
I will have to chit chat about it later, I think. I think we got some company.
Forgot one other piece. The one changeling guy. He's on the ship.
Oh, good.
Who is this him here, or is that someone
Yes,
else?
it's the changeling.
Fomes.
That's it.
Lunch.
Ah. It's nothing personal, guys. It's just a job.
That's what I told. That's what I
Please.
told you in the theater.
Please tell me he hasn't noticed the bullseye on his back. Because it's not very big. It's just enough that we can see it.
No, he doesn't.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not going to give us any kind of advantage. I mean, unless you wanted to. I mean, it grants us advantage. Apparently, I argue like Abraxas in real life. Shit.
He looks up at the descending Nucleus. That's not good. That's not good for any of us.
That kind of friend of yours?
Not now. Now that we just screwed up the whole mission, he's going to probably wipe us out. His voice sort of shifts accidentally.
Yeah, I remember my teenage years too. They kind of sucked.
What are you talking about?
Jeez.
Okay, so what would you like to do? You have 30 seconds you can act, I would say.
For those of you with buff spells.
Arnoff looks like hell. He is.
Brett's out. Yeah, Arnoff. Yep.
His butt whooped. Some healing had been applied to Mother. He's certainly not at full strength. Quiplik, I'm sorry. Quiplik's actually not too bad. Corvex, you're down about 17 points. Brett's out, you're down like 30, 25 or so points.
Yeah.
Dude,
30
Templeton's
points.
not here with this mass healing.
Braxis, you're down.
Rid, how far down is Arnoff?
He's 1/3
bit?
of his health. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All that unreducible laser damage.
Right. Okay. Quip's gonna throw some heal your way. What's my best heal? Probably Cure Wounds. Good upcast. I am going to use a 5th level spell slot of Cure Wounds on our barbarian here.
And Red's out, you are holding 2 healing potions.
That is 32 HP.
Yes.
That will gladly hand over to whoever needs it.
Arnold.
Yeah.
Still about 80 points down.
Let's say, yeah, you're a little more than half.
Yeah, I'll dump another one into you then.
I will.
Um,
I do allow Baldur's Gate healing, where you can throw the potion at a group of people within 10 foot. Is that how it works in Baldur's Gate? Is it 10
Ooh,
foot?
that's a thing?
I think it's only 5 foot, but
Yeah,
yes,
it's more like
you can,
5, but
you
5
can
foot,
do
yeah.
it. Is it? Yeah.
You can
It is a
grenade
cool
healing
Warriors thing.
potions?
All right, I'm
It's-
doing
it's
another
diminished, though.
5th level Cure Wounds on.
Still, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's diminished.
I
That's
am
right.
going to also
Arnoff,
use my
another
own.
31.
Thank you. I'm gonna use my bolstering magic on myself for the next 10 minutes. I get to roll a d3 when making an attack roll or an ability check. I don't get to use it very often because, unlike Batman, not much time.
Nice. I'm Batman.
Unless you're going to give me time to just slap that on 3 other people. It's an action.
What does it do again?
It gives a D3 to an attack or ability check for the next 10 minutes. It's like bless ish.
I don't mind.
Let's give it to Braxis. Rhett's out. Corvex, do you do a lot of rolling? Or do they make saves?
They make saves mostly.
Alright, then I'll give the next one to Quip.
Yeah, give it to Quip.
Alright, and what is this?
You get a D3 that you can add to all attacks and ability saves. Or
Okay.
ability checks for the next 10 minutes.
Plus D3 for the next 10 minutes.
Yep.
Alright, rad. Cool. I'll make sure I use my shit I gotta roll to hit then.
For ability checks and saves?
I'm making an attack roll or ability check.
Oh, okay.
Attack
not
roll
saves.
or check. Got it. Alright, this big bastard's coming in hot. When he gets here, I can only concentrate on one spell at a time. Should I try and fairy fire him and make him easier to hit? Or should I use enlarge on Arnulf and make Arnulf real big?
It's funny because that's what I was just about to do. Yeah, make Arnulf, or I can make Arnulf real big if you do the fairy fire thing.
You got it. Division of labor. Love it.
What's the range
Alright.
of fairy fire?
I will look that up right now. I was looking at all my concentration spells, trying to figure
How'd
out
you
what
fight
would
on
be
a
the
spaceship?
best money. Fairy fire's only. Oh yeah, hell yeah, fairy fire's only first level. It is a 60-foot range.
That's just enough. So okay.
I'm gonna fire off a mass cure wounds while we're waiting for imminent death.
Sick.
Biggity.
Fairy fire is a dexterity saving throw. The DC will be 17. I'll mark off the spell slot.
Everybody gets a 15, it looks like.
15 of Healy Pie. Love it.
15 healing?
Holy shit! You rolled like buckus. 15 he rolls.
Okay, that is below. That means he is fair fired. He's got a glowy green, whatever. Yeah, it says blue, green, or violet. I'll say green this time. He's got a faint shimmer of green on him. So everything for the duration, you have advantage on hitting him right now, as long as I maintain concentration on this.
So I heard Corvex fired off a spell. Do you guys want to change your position on the ship at all?
Cool. I will move myself more forward.
Can I fucking tuck the builder away somewhere? I don't like the fact that he is right here.
There's
For real.
a below deck. I don't have a map for that, so that would just be
Okay.
theater of the mind a little bit.
Yeah, well, my preference would be telling the builder, get yourself below deck, your eminence, or whatever the hell you are. We're trying to keep you alive, like. You're welcome.
Who am I
Check
to
one.
argue in this state?
Get out of
And
sight, Jackwad.
say that again, Bob.
So get out of sight, Jackwad.
And
I love that Quip tried to be polite to him, and then Corvex is being like, fuck out of here.
Quipla, can you pull my shield out of your bag of holding for me, please?
Hey,
I'm
not a
gonna
problem.
also
Coming
be
up. Anybody else while I'm in here?
Yep, grab mine.
Hup. Hup.
And
And then Arnulf, you are now embiggened.
Yes, get in big in.
Is he large now?
He is.
Large by
by
huge.
You go the next size category up. Get some.
I don't know how large is he? Some of the barrels and stuff that are on the deck get knocked over.
We hear the Mario
Kaiju fight on a spaceship.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Mario, get
I would like to hold my rage for whenever he approaches, just so I can have it ready.
okay.
Like, do you pull out nose
You're getting
hairs
ready
like,
to get
slowly
angry?
until he shows up, right?
Excuse me.
Just to keep
He's
yourself.
just sitting there he's doing like the Sith thing where he sits there, kind of like seething and getting himself mad and worked up until it's time.
It's meditation adjacent.
I want to make sure I got that right. That was a mass heal for 15 hit points from Corvax, right?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
I also say to Fomaz, like, listen, pal, you help us take this guy down, and maybe we can negotiate something afterwards.
You just killed my friends.
Yeah. That's all in the past. We're looking towards the future here.
I mean, that means I don't have any friends.
All
All
right,
right.
your next Twinkle Toes.
Keep that one away.
Listen, you, that's not a bad idea. But listen, you may not have anything if this guy has his way with you.
Somehow, if I'm going down, you're going with me.
We'll talk later.
Maybe.
All right, somebody roll me a d6.
Not it.
This will be where Nucleus lands.
God, definitely not it.
Magic Uno.
Oh shit!
Oh, I take it back.
All right, roll for
Thanks,
initiative.
Corvax.
Oh. Gentleman's 20.
Not that anyone should ever complain about a nat 20, but
Quit
why at a
with the
dish?
nat 20.
Why at a niche? A nat 20.
Yeah, you want that
13 or
on
20.
the attack.
Wow. What are your wow?
Wow.
So
Were you either scared or pissed off?
all right,
I don't know
so
if it's time to get angry.
so Red's out. You can see that the Nucleus is going to land right in the middle of your group. You have, it's your turn. You can move and act. What do?
I don't know if you want to mark the nucleus with something from the fairy fire
I thought I did.
or not, but
Yeah, he does. He has a green glow around him.
There's a slight.
I'll make it a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, little aura.
I just saw the
let's
his
see.
color ring on the token. But all right,
Should I activate my held anger? Oh, wait for
yes.
turn.
I wish I can choose to do that in real life.
I don't know. You're gonna have to decide that. I mean, it seems like what do you think?
Yeah, searching feelings. I feel a 7. Can I go through a fight without the flowers and vines for once?
Nope.
Clearly not. Flowers and vines temporarily grow around you. Your rage ends, the ground around you, 15 feet of you, is difficult terrain for enemies.
I really wish we had kept track of what you've rolled ever since day one.
For real.
Yeah.
Okay, so Red Set, it's your turn.
All right. I am going to move from the immediate area. I'm going to go up on the bow here.
Let's see, Red's out on the combat tracker.
It's at the top.
Yeah, I see the nucleus.
Yeah, I don't see
That's-
myself either.
It
Yeah.
must be. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I thought it was. Just,
I do not see
I don't
myself
see it
either.
either.
That's right. We know you're there.
Yep. And as I jump up, yeah, I've got my one revolver drawn already, and then behind my back, I reach and I grab my second one. So, dual fisted. and ready to attack.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Are both magical?
They are. Well, it's the bullets that are magical, so they're the same exact revolver, just with the magic bullets. And I am ready to attack.
Okay. Well, you can attack. He's skeet shooting at this point.
Okay. All right. So I mean, if he's still kind of out of, well, how far up would he be? I guess at this point.
He's next. In a moment, he's going to land.
Okay. Because if he's too far out, then if I'm at a disadvantage, then I guess I'll hold my turn.
Actually, you have advantage because he's shiny.
That's right.
Right. I guess yeah. As long as he is. Well, let's see.
He had to be within 60 feet for me to fairy fire him. So.
Okay. So as long as he is within 40 feet.
He's within 30 feet at this point. He's about to land.
Okay. All right. So he's within range and with an advantage. So. Okay. Let's light this pig in fuego. $27 to hit.
That's a hit.
For 8 points.
Okay.
$19 to hit.
That's a miss.
All right.
It
Last
bounces
shot.
off his armor.
Did you remember to roll your D3?
Oh, nope. So that would have been a what? Let's see here.
23 hits. But yeah, roll
right.
the D3 to the 19.
Okay. Let's see what, D6 divided by 2?
Correct.
So 2. So that would have been a, what, 21?
Yeah, that's a miss.
Okay. With the 23 hits. For the third shot.
Found the number.
Oh, oopa. 11 points. Yeah.
Okay. Moved. Anything else?
No. Good for now.
All right. I have a good sound effect of this.
Thud.
Thank you. Thud.
You're welcome.
Hit him up hot, some firing for your events.
With a heavy thud, the nucleus lands on the deck. Please, everyone within. Let's see here. Yeah, everyone right around him, please give me a dexterity saving throw.
To find everyone around him.
Abraxas, Corvex, and on the countenance fails.
19.
19.
15.
So tell me the DC. It's done. Oh, wait a minute. That's all a fail. They all failed. You are all pushed.
No, really?
Yeah, you're all pushed 5 feet. And you take 16 force damage. Also, he just shattered the ship's wheel. The ship, under the weight of the nucleus, starts to tilt a little bit and turn.
Big boy.
Yep. Countenance, who got bounced against the railing of the ship, is closest, so he swings at him with his cyber hammer. Kidding me? Oh yeah, he hits. This guy is turn hit points. Okay. How fast is he moving? He looks around. He looks around. He looks at Red Sout, who shot him. He looks at Corbex. He looks at Abraxas. But then his attention is drawn to the giant Leonin. He wades over. He's got range, so he swings his cyber hammer at Arnoff. .31 hit.
Way off, far off, so far off.
22 bludgeoning damage, which I assume is halved by your rage.
Thankfully. Yes. The builder. Give me the builder. And that's his turn. Abraxas.
Okay. If something has a 10-foot radius sphere, then it is a 20-foot diameter circle, right?
Correct him up.
Do you mind putting one on the map real quick? I was trying to draw a line. I was having a hard time. Is that something I can move? Okay, it is. Let's see. Okay. So at the center of that, or close to the center of that, it looks like there's a bucket or something like that. Maybe the bucket is actually like that. And by the way, I'm going to quickly cast enlarge reduce because I forgot to do so before. So if you see it in the list, it's retroactive. It's
okay.
What we did for Arnoff.
Right.
So I just wanted to register that I cast that spell. But I am casting on there Shatter. Some a sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature within a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution savings throw.
You failed. I only rolled an 8.
On a failed save,
Sorry,
he takes 48 thunder damage. A creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, and metal has disadvantage on this savings throw. I don't know if he counts as inorganic. He's probably half organic, right?
Yeah, he's basically a cyber frost giant.
Yeah, okay. So that's 48 thunder damage. So here we go. Come on, roll biggins. Damn it, really? And the maximum is potentially what, 32, and you get half.
Is that average?
Straight average, yeah, I guess so. That's all right. Spit another sharp stick in the eye.
He kind of looks back at you, realizing he might have underestimated your scrawny nature. Anything else?
Shh. Pay no attention to the man behind the
Right. Point at someone else.
stupid helmet.
Point at the changeling. He did it.
It was him.
Yes, I saw him do it.
Yeah, I'm just going to. Oh, there's a balloon stay there. Oh, that looks precarious.
Can't take it with us.
No guts, no glory. No pain, no gain.
I'm not a Galaxy Ranger. I am flying over there.
Give me
This
a,
last
give me a quick, let's say,
shit.
investigation.
Investigation is. Oh my god! Really?
One of the skills you have.
Yep,
Yeah, and I rolled a 1.
that certainly is a ballistic. Quiplick.
Okay, awesome. Thanks.
Yep. I am going to target our large friend here. Well, large antagonist here. A nice little. Here's my spells. Guiding bolt. With a nat 20.
Damn, son.
Clutch.
Clutch.
All right, and now. All right, guiding bolt. Hang on, it's just the first level one. Make sure I'm looking at the right damage. All right, is 4d6. So this will be 24 damage plus what I roll here. All right, 24 plus another 11 for 35 radiant damage. And as a bonus action, I've still got my Starry Form going, so I'm going to shoot that off too quick. Star Form.
I'm sorry, what was the total damage in the last one?
It was
40?
35 radiant.
Okay.
And Starry Form goes off with a... Oh, it's... No, why did it fucking add that together instead of... Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. No, that's not going to hit. Even after I add the bless thing, I don't think I could do better than a dirty 20. All right, so the Starry Form goes wide.
Okay. Corvex, the Mad.
Just thinking to myself, it's funny how I rolled really well at 19 for the initiative, and I'm 5th. No, that's cool. I mean, it gives me more time to run away. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with the Toll of the Dead, so Wisdom save of 16.
It's a failure.
Oh, good.
It's weird, I can see the...
Yeah, I don't know why it does that now,
It's
but
thinking.
whatever. Yeah. So it does 33 necrotic damage.
As you see the necrosis creep in, you see some of the metal parts on him like corrode, and part of like some of the very little exposed flesh, you know, blackens. Anything else?
Yeah. I'm gonna hit him with think. Let me see. Where'd it go? Channel Divinity. Where was that? Path to the Grave, is it?
It is an action to do that.
It's an action to do that. Oh.
You could cast a leveled spell if you have a bonus action spell, though. Spiritual weapon, for instance.
Right. Yeah, might as well throw that at him too. Why not?
Don't worry, I got your back, fellow cleric. I know this spell list.
Yeah, I'll throw the spiritual weapon at him.
Okay.
You get to choose what the spiritual weapon is, and is there a list, or can you just say it's
It's based
like
on
nunchucks?
your deity.
But it's always a sword because that's the one I have ready.
Right.
Quips was frequently a shovel because he found that shovel when we were on space.
I remember that. Yeah.
That was a long-running thing.
Yeah.
Well, spiritual weapon did a 13 to hit,
Clink.
which I know is no bueno. So the ghostly weapon just kind of flying around out there.
So after the necrosis sort of ripples through Nucleus, he turns. Cannon pops out of his shoulder.
I point both fingers at the changeling.
That is.
Just so everybody on the deck knows, I got dibs on that thing.
Whiplick is hit. Corvex is hit. Red Sound is not hit. The Changeling is hit. Oh, that's not right.
He shot us with kittens, right? We just have some cuddly.
Soft, cuddly kittens,
There's
right?
lots of teeth and claws, though.
Oh, no. Like sleepy kittens.
These missiles shoot into you guys for 42 fire damage.
As a reaction, I'm going to absorb elements.
And as my reaction, I'm going to die quicker.
42, you said?
Yes.
So that's 20.
The countenance does not look good.
Yeah, I'm right there with him.
That was one of his legendary actions. It is now the Count's turn, and he kind of is rocked and falling back here. And he basically says, "You idiots are on your own." He jumps overboard, trying to reignite his jetpack.
Oh, he fails.
Crying?
He does. Had him roll for it because he just got rocked. Problem is, and Abraxas knows this, having been being a jetpack wearer himself, he's not entirely close enough to any one building for that to work unless he pulls some major overclocking nonsense. So, you know, if anybody wishes to track him, they can, but I think you've got bigger problems. So I'm going to remove him from the battle. Arnolf!
So Fomez? Crap, hope he's got a parachute.
There goes my lunch.
Wait, what? How did that just get switched over? I just saw Nucleus and Arnold switch places or something. I must have grabbed it by accident. Is he there? Is he there? Okay, sorry.
I see him. Oh, I see him.
It is right there.
Okay. Your turn, Arnold.
Arnolf marches forward. Now it's time for real fight. Big swinging. I'm gonna add my D3. 22 didn't make it.
22 hits.
But does it?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so 17 plus 20 slashing damage total.
Is that from one hit?
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled max damage on the attack, and then the embiggening is an extra d4. Attack number 2.
These are magical attacks, correct?
Yes, longsword of sharpness.
That connects.
Big time. Let's go. 13 plus 16 total.
To hit?
No, for damage on that one.
Yep. Okay.
And then adamantine claw, go. 23 to hit.
That's a hit.
It's going to be. Okay. $17 damage.
Okay, I'm having to do math here, so excuse me, because somehow, whenever what just happened, it reset his hit points, so I'm going back through the thing to make sure I have his damage right. The last one was what?
17. Need me to tell you the other 2 hits?
No, I got those. I think I'm all right now.
Did you? Are you just going by what it says on the log, or?
I wrote down what you were saying as you were doing it. I just had to go
Okay.
through the log for everybody else.
Yeah, because the log doesn't show the +3 from raging. Okay, that's me.
Okay. Let's see. Where's the area? Tell me the area. Arnulf, Quiplik, Retzout, give me a wisdom saving throw.
17.
That's a fail.
24.
Then my 17 fails too.
24 passes. Did I get Abraxas in that too?
You didn't say, but should I be rolling
No, I think you're. No, I'm going to say no. Okay. So if you failed, you're frightened of.
it? Oh no.
Oh, that.
Not great.
Of Nucleus. The heck?
And both Rhett and Nucleus were going from the combat dragon.
Yeah, from the tracker. Likewise.
Same.
It's weird.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
No
Both
rats out and no
Rit-
nucleus on the combat
Yeah,
tracker
the
for
tracker.
us.
I was never on it. But yeah, the nucleus is gone.
Oh, that's weird. Maybe try refreshing? I don't know.
Yeah, I just did that. No bueno. That's all right. So long as Rhett's out, let us know how your hit points are, I guess.
Mother failed also. So, with a frightened condition, why is that not right here? There it is. Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. You can't willingly move closer to the source of that fear. However, since he's fairy fired,
Wait, does that negate it?
that negates it. Well, to hit him, you still have disadvantage on ability checks.
So it's a straight roll right now.
To hit him, yeah. For that, you're not affected. You guys were too far away, so it was Corvex and Praxis.
Oh, I thought you had me when you had me roll.
Oh, did I? Oh man, I don't know.
Yes, wisdom saving throw.
Sorry. Yeah, you were actually okay. I'm sorry. I don't know what
I was out of range.
Right, and I did not roll.
Okay.
But I can roll.
No, it's good. I really meant.
You can just be the normal amount of frightened that we all are.
I really just meant for Quiplik, Arnulf, and Mother to be in the range.
Oh, okay.
Mother pulls out a pistol from his boot. He fires it at Nucleus. He fires it twice.
Good old
He would
boot
have
pistol.
advantage on that because Nucleus is he already has advantage. Wait, what am I doing here, Chris? Come on, hold on. Get
Fighting with yourself.
Yeah, you know. I'm sorry. So he hits once. For some damage. Top of the round, that's it.
All right. $26.
That's a hit.
$21 points. Max damage. Two coming up. Goofa. That's a swing and a miss. Excuse me. And last one. 24.
That's a hit. Oh, no.
For 15.
That's your 3 attacks.
Yep.
All right, he chooses not to make one of his normal legendaries, and you see something we're up in him, and you see some of the damage stitching up across him.
Anybody who can see or hear Abraxas can just hear him saying, like, that's some kind of bullshit right there.
He swings first his fist at Arnulf. Nat 20.
Well, I am the sentinel at death's door.
Oh, that's right. Not a
I'm
death.
right here, so
An extra insured hit.
You're lucky it's fucking a new round though, because I already used my reaction last go round to absorb elements, but we're safe this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So he only hits you for 22 points of bludgeoning damage with his first attack.
Hoi.
Only. Okay.
Yeah.
Imagine that was roughly doubled or more.
You know. I prefer to only imagine it.
Right. Then he's going to swing his hammer at you, Arnolf. Hits. Well, you got lucky that time. 11 bludgeoning. For his third attack, he pivots around and swings at Quiplik. This will be another hammer attack. Oh, that actually might miss. Let's see.
Please, hammer, don't hurt him.
Oh no, 21. That does it.
Yup. 21 will hit.
Oh, I rolled really good. Sorry.
Not a nat 20, is it?
You could feel free
No.
to not. All right. How much?
26 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Give me the builder.
Say please.
No.
We weren't gonna give them to you anyway.
That was not please.
Quiplik.
You didn't
Yep.
say the magic word.
I'm going to go with Toll the Dead. Wiz save DC 17.
10.
All right, rock. I don't know. I don't know how to make it switch to be 12, so I'm just gonna roll.
I just type it in
Yeah. Okay. All right.
slash
So it's
R.
this plus 5. So what's that say? 21. So 26 necrotic, and then bonus action. I'm gonna use my Starry Form Archer and see how that looks. Starry Form Archer. Okay. That's 21, but I haven't rolled my D3 yet.
Oh, there you go.
So I think this is probably tipped me right over. Yeah, that's a 2. Even in half, that's 22 altogether.
That's a hit. 22. This is on.
Awesome. I will take just enough. And that deals 10 radiant.
There's a lot of stuff going there.
And that is my turn.
Let's see. Oh, I forgot to roll d6.
Oh,
Charge?
I didn't roll my con check after getting that hammer hit. I'm just going to do that quick. Fairy Fire's still happening. Survey says... Yes! Just made it. Fairy Fire's still up.
Love to see it.
With an 11.
All right. Legendary action. His rocket launcher shoots again. He's going to target Quiplik, Arnolf, Mother, and Abraxas. This is called Barrage of Fire.
Uh-huh.
Is it a ranged attack?
It is.
Does he have to make it a disadvantage because he's in melee with us? Or does he get to...
I think if we're rolling to save against it, that might not.
No,
apply.
this is not a save against. This is a.
Oh, this isn't a save against? He is rolling to hit? Well then.
Hopefully, maybe.
24.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll do me.
Yeah, same.
For everybody?
Yeah, if you have a armor class lower 24 or lower, you are hit.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Ah, shit, I'm not gonna be able to absorb elements this damage.
Everybody's going to be absorbing those elements.
Oh, that's a lot.
Absorb my elements.
That is 60 fire damage.
Oh, God damn.
60. When I take half, that's still a lot.
I hope you enjoyed not getting crit on before, Arnulf. You're fucking welcome. Using
Now you
the
made up for it.
reaction. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Damage. Oh,
Can I go ahead and do my rebuke?
Yeah, sure.
Cause that hurt.
Yeah.
And if you remember, his hellish rebuke is usually just a string of profanities with a double middle finger salute.
The fairy fire's going offline. I can't make that save.
I imagine.
Half of that's 30. I just can't make that roll.
He has to roll a dexterity savings throw versus 17.
19.
So he failed, obviously. Let's see. Creature must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 2d10 on a failed save. Or half as... Oh, no, sorry. 3d10 and half as much on a successful. So I'll roll 3d10. We'll divide that by 2. God, I want to see bigger numbers. It's 15 divided by 2, so I don't know which way you round. 7 or 8. So 8. Fire. And that's still on his turn.
Okay, yep. All right. That wasn't his turn. That was just his legendary action. So
Okay.
it's actually
On
to you.
Kopek's turn, really. Yeah.
I also want to use my reaction.
Okay.
I'm going to change my feelings to an 8. Let's see. Where are you? There it is. Oh! I got the Care Bear stare. A bolt of light shoots from your chest. Another creature of your choice you can see within 30 feet. Big guy. You must make a Constitution save, DC 17, or take 1d6 radiant and be blinded.
21.
You know what? I guess that's just a little bit higher than 17.
Sorry.
DM's got the rolls tonight.
Seriously, can you stop?
He's cheating.
That's me.
All right. So
All right.
it's actually Abraxas' turn now.
Yep. So I will. Let me do a measurement here. 15 feet. He's 20 feet, so I have to move to the railing. So that feels piratey.
Oh, I got the ballista thing up. Where'd he go? Right there.
Listen, I wanted to do that, but he's too far away from me to do this next thing. I gotta get this stuff out of the way. So, load up a familiar test tube, put that in my gauntlet, slap it in, shoot at him, and I shoot in the area, and I create a 15-foot cube called Thunderwave. He needs a con save versus 17.
— 17 exactly.
So that's making it, isn't it?
Yep.
So he takes half and is not pushed. Damn it. I was hoping for the push. All right, so let me roll this. We'll divide it by 2. Oh, god damn.
Aww.
I know. That sucks. That's a 6, I suppose. looked really cool. It
You
was
never
really
want to
loud.
see a 1 in your damage dice.
No. There's a 1, a 3, and a 3. Well, I wish I could do something else cool, but these are actually my bigger spells. I'm just rolling like ass.
Okay, that was your full action, right? For the spell.
That is, and a movement.
Legendary action, he heals.
Yeah,
Correct.
no, I'm calling a fumble. That's or something. That's no more bullshit. Abraxas is actually saying that to his in his mind, he's saying it to Gond. So he's actually saying it to the skies. He's like, you see that? That's some kind of bullshit, Gond. I'm
Oh,
telling you.
that's amazing. But come on now. No, you don't see that?
I agree.
A big yellow card appears in the sky. Like, oh shit.
Kick his ass, Luke.
There's your yellow card. Quarterbacks.
Present.
Do you wish to be? Oh, I totally forgot. I'll do this after
Present.
Corvex's turn.
I
I'll
mean,
do
yeah,
this
I
at the
can
end of
just
the round.
literally fly the coop, but I'm not gonna.
We made a friend, and he's gone.
Yeah.
Who's free as a bird now?
Boy, yeah. You know, I don't really know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to rustle his feathers. Yeah, you know what? What the hell? I'll hit him again with Toll the Dead.
Russell's
See.
Jimmy's.
Wisdom save 16.
17.
Mother. Plus bucket.
Son of a bitch.
Well, in that case, gotta kind of watch out for what's going on here. So I'm gonna I have a bonus action spell. I'm just gonna heal myself.
Okay. Arnold.
I'm trying to picture which level I'm gonna do here. This one.
So it's not glowing. I'm currently a fraidy cat.
Yep.
No.
So I will have to do a reckless for a flat roll. I don't think that can make it. But just for lulls. No. Swing 2.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
That's it.
Hey.
That's that stuff.
Hey.
Nice.
Okay. 17 damage. Now here's the question. Do I try and make him make a save? Or do I attack him again?
Maybe it depends on the payoff of what you're doing.
If he fails a con save, he gets 1d6 radiant damage, but the more important thing is he's blinded.
You sense a certain.
I'm going to attack him.
Okay. I was gonna say you sense a certain kinship with him in the sense that he's probably like you in a meat obstacle.
Yes.
Nice.
That'll hit.
No, I'll just roll the fourth one because that gets added. 17 damage.
3 of those dice were maxed. Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, you guys are definitely doing some damage to him. You can see, some of the cybernetic things are sparking on him. Some of his armor has been exposed, peeled up, exposing some of the underneath bits, although it's mostly more metal because he's so cybernetic. But yeah, you're definitely hitting him. You forced him to heal 2 times already.
Something, frightened animal.
And that's it?
That's going to be my turn. How does the fear thing work? Does it go away? Do I make a save? Or...
Oh, right. I forgot to read that part. Let's see.
If it works like a mace, you have to roll against it.
Oh,
every
shit.
roll.
Give me a save. Everyone who was so scared of him, you should be able to make another check. Or save, I should say.
Not bloody likely. No.
Yeah, wisdom save, right?
Yep. Nine's not going to do it.
Who else was feared?
There might have been.
Quip, like you were feared?
No, I passed it.
Oh, you passed?
Yeah. I rolled like a 20-something versus it.
Right. It says you're restrained?
No?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think that's a holdover from previous encounter.
All right. Well, you can click that off on your character sheet.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that happened. One of the battle bots had restrained me. I didn't realize that was still on.
All right, Mother and Arnulf are both still scared, which causes Mother to attack with disadvantage since Nucleus isn't fairy fired anymore. Oh, I gave him too many attacks last round. He actually gets a shot off. He blasts another little chunk off of Nucleus. All right. Everyone give me a dexterity saving throw as the ship pitches wildly. And then after that, I would say Redsout, who's on the bow, Abraxas, who's on the rail. Well, he doesn't fail this. And Arnulf.
That's shitty. I'm
Give
cat
me-
belling.
Give me, after your saving throw, give me a perception check.
Dexterity saving throw.
I'm gonna cat bell my
19.
Oh my.
Cat Bell betrayed me.
It did.
19
18?
saves. 18 saves. This is not an attack from Nucleus. This is just a dexterity save to keep your footing.
16.
damage perception. Perception 23.
Oh,
All right.
Do we
So-
all need perception?
All right. So first of all, the dexterity save. He rolled 15 or under. You failed. You are
Got
prone.
okay.
I said Arnulf, Abraxas, and Retzel give me perception.
Okay. That's oh no, never mind. Did I get a D3 on that, Arnulf? Red?
Yes.
It's not. I don't know if it's gonna matter. I just rolled a 6.
It's an ability check.
All right, you do not see it. Arnulf 23. Retzout 9. Okay, Arnulf, because you're so big, you can see that as the ship is pitching, you can see it is getting closer to smashing into a building below. building, and the ship's kind of what do you call it?
Listing?
Listing. Thank you. Listing in and diving into it. With
Lovely.
a 23, you think you probably have 2 rounds before that happens.
So for we have rounds before we hit.
I failed my perception check on that. What'd you say?
We're heading straight for the building. We have 2 rounds before we hit.
Estimated time of collision, 2 rounds.
Soon.
Red Sound, it's your turn.
On hearing that we're close to crashing, I kind of glanced back at Red Sout and said, "Come with me, because I can fly
28.
Want to live.
when the time comes."
28 hits.
For 15.
I continue to yap while he's shooting. Because, like, if we're gonna crash, you know, we abandon ship.
22.
Hits. 22 is his armor class. Hits.
I don't know. Maybe I'm delusional. I lost some blood. Kinda.
4?
Smell toast?
Hoopa. 13.
Is that it?
Yep.
You see, he uses his legendary action this turn to heal again.
See? See? They,
This god of yours is a prick.
Let's see. Arnolf and quickly, could you give me a dexterity check? Dexterity save, excuse me.
I'm already a turtle on
13.
my back here.
4 is a failure. Arnolf, 17 is a failure. Mother scroll didn't come through for me, so I don't know. Let's say he saves just for the hell of it.
I went fishing just for the hell of it.
Huh?
Nucleus kind of hunkers down like a charging linebacker, and his legs, his cybernetic legs, sort of compress, and and he dashes in a straight line, bowling over Quiplik and Arnolf, also hurting you. $23 bludgeoning damage.
Unconscious. Quick went night night.
Oh wait, I have something for this.
You do?
He gonna turn you into a
Yes.
zombie.
He should.
Yes, I do.
It doesn't come up super often, but
Yup, I'm trying to find it because I just read it like 10 minutes ago. Hey, but I don't have my glasses on either, so it's kind of tough to see what I'm
it
looking
should
at.
be under your
Let's see.
features and traits. I forget what it's called, but it's the thing. You should be able to
Circle of
stabilize
Mortality.
yourself. Yeah, that's the one.
Restore maximum possible hit point on each dice instead of rolling with healing spells to a creature with 0 hit points. So basically, I need to wait till I can cast a spell, I guess, right?
Yeah, it still has to be on your turn. But
Yeah.
All right. For his second attack, he's going to swing the Cyber Hammer. He hits Arnulf for 20 bludgeoning.
Oh my lord.
Yeesh, I'm down to 28.
How do you spell TPK?
NUCL.
Then with his, he forgoes his third attack. And anybody here speak Abyssal?
Yes.
He says something really foul in Abyssal, and then he jumps overboard.
Oh, that's just not right. That's not cool. I'm gonna give him the fingers.
He is descending, and then he also has ability of flight. So you could rush and take shots at him as he flees.
Who is this mother fluffer? He can fly, he can heal, he can get big, he can.
Oh, he didn't get big. That's just his size.
He's just big.
He's giant. He's frost giant size. He used to be a frost giant.
I wonder if he can shoot out super slurpees.
So it would be Quiplex's turn. Give me a death saving throw for Shiggles.
Shiggles, he says.
Sure. I roll the d20. The d20 says an 18, so that's a success.
Okay. Abraxas, it's your turn, or you guys could choose to end combat to see to you're wounded.
And pull up and not crash.
Oh, that's right. You after the end of this round, you'll be one round closer to hitting it, and the steering wheel has been smashed.
Right, yeah. All right, so we can't do anything with the ship.
Need to get Quip back up because he's one of the three of us that can fly. So we can grab the other three and get out of here.
Can I do that?
I don't know, but I can.
You can
Okay,
wait,
so
you
you-
can hold action, but you got to tell them what you're holding action for. Just for Corvex to heal, and then what would you do?
Does your ability just get him back up, or does it also heal him a few hit points?
It heals him for the max amount of points that I would
Yeah, it
cast
lets him do max healing instead
Max
of having
healing.
to roll.
on that one instead of rolling. So it would
Alright.
get him. I'd burn my best one, so he'd get. 64 plus 4.
Oh, damn. Okay. Then what I'm gonna do is, let me see where it is. Hold on one sec. Is Arnolf still afeared?
Yes, but the source of fear is flying away, so.
Does that make that go away?
Are you asking me, or what? Do you,
Just asking the air, really. Oh, I don't have, Shit, I must have changed something. Yeah. I don't have a heal right now. So I'm not sure what to do other than... Because it can't really help Quiplike. Other than basic stuff. Whatever, you know. Can I hold Rex out?
We need to get the loser guy out of here, too.
Oh right, the builder.
Loser guy?
Omarth.
Alright,
under the- under the deck.
so he's got to be easier to grab, right? and carry as opposed to rats out.
Right.
Okay.
Quip was the one carrying 2 people.
That's what I do.
Since you guys have technically, the ship has technically moved closer to the building, somebody roll a D8 for me.
Well, while someone's doing that, that's my plan: is to grab Omar, and while I'm going towards the steps, I'm yelling at him like, "Get up here!"
Again with the 1.
The building you're heading towards is a hospital.
Oh, of course, with a bunch of babies, right? I'm sure.
I tried to make it fair.
I mean, I don't know this.
You could have had an abandoned building. You had 3 or 4 an abandoned building. Could be worse. It could have been an ether flux refinery.
That'd be real bad.
All right, so let me think. So
Take
we've
it from
got
home.
Omarth, who needs to be carried. We got Kuplak, who can carry 2 people, one of which will be Retzout. The other one's going to be what? Arnulf? Can Corvex carry anyone or no?
Yep. I was gonna grab Rhett.
You're missing Templeton.
What about-
probably, if you
what
can
about-
fly.
Templeton.
Templeton can fly, can't he?
But he's not here.
Does he-
Templeton has the
He's
fly
got the wing
spell.
thing. Yeah. What about Mother?
No, Mother can't fly.
I'm trying to think of how we even got here with various abilities to fly.
Seat of our pants, skin of our teeth.
The reason why is I want to see if there's something I can do without flying or without carrying someone.
Oh,
We had Quip carrying 2 people. We had Templeton carrying somebody. Rhett wasn't here. I can fly.
if we
Arnoff, give me a perception check.
22.
There's a second steering wheel right here.
secondary steering wheel.
Good news, everyone! There's another steering wheel over there.
Has Corvex done the heal on Quip yet? I don't want to be responding
yet.
to shit if I'm still unconscious.
Corvex.
I mean, I
It's
can
gonna
now.
be it's a full action for me to get there, but I'm gonna get over there, and my intention is to steer this so it doesn't hit the building.
Make sure it actually works.
I will say that if there's anyone close enough, actually, Mother might try to get over there on his turn to assist you next round.
Okay.
'Cause,
Because the other what I was
might need help turning.
what I was gonna do was jump off the ship to the side that was listing, and go full jetpack and try to see what I could do to push, at least to get everybody off the ship.
I almost wish you didn't see the steering wheel now. That would have been awesome.
That's what I was gonna do. So if I don't see the steering wheel, then that's what I'm doing.
You do see this. But Corvex, you
Okay.
heal.
I discovered I have a spell that I can heal him for 70. So he gets 70 hit points.
Oh
Oh, sweet. You've got the heal spell.
Yeah, I've got the heal spell.
We love the heal spell.
The heal.
Especially when you're dead.
The heal.
Yeah, it's only called heal. And it does 70 points straight.
Fucking love that.
So there goes my 6th level, but that's worth it.
I appreciate it.
Oh, I know. I'd rather have you as vertical.
Arnolf? I don't know if you heard me say, but you might want to assist. Somebody might want to assist a Praxis with the wheel. Or you could
Giant
jump after,
hat.
or you could go jump after the Nucleus, because I know you don't want to let him go.
I'm afeared. I technically
Oh,
can't.
that's right.
I can't move closer to him.
Well, he's
Within 30
he's further enough below the ship now where like you don't have to worry. You could go this way if you needed to.
Yeah, but I can't like jump after him.
Right,
Is
right.
what I mean.
Yeah, I understand.
But I'm not losing my cool lightning javelin, chucking it at him. You'll die another day. March up here and use my giant fingies to help steer, I guess.
Hey, what happened? How long was I out?
A couple seconds.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. You were like totally pushing up daisies.
Mother goes to retrieve Omarth.
It's been 7 months, Quiplik, and listen, it took
Why
us 17 times to
ship
stop
then?
Corvex from eating you.
All
I
right.
don't
So,
eat turtle.
top of the round. Okay, so we're gonna just anybody that can offer a. Well, first of all, I mean, you can still try to. Well, I think Nucleus is probably out of range, so I'm gonna take him off the board. So Rhett's out. This isn't a for sure thing that they're gonna be able to right the ship. So if there's anything you could
Okay.
think of as a skill or something that you can do to help,
I can offer moral support.
I'll say,
That's
Retzel,
about
can
it.
you get over here and take the wheel?
Yeah, I can do that.
If Retzel can take the wheel, I'm still going to do what I was thinking originally.
Oh,
Okay.
sweet. And he is your
Are there any-
diesel pilot too, so that.
Are there any ropes hanging from this ship? Or any
Um,
rope on the ship?
Give me a perception check. Do it that way.
I'm still not paying attention. Alright.
If Rhett's the one who's going to take the wheel, I'm going to have Quiplik cast guidance on him.
I got a 19.
Yeah, you see some rope.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna do something. I'll grab the rope and try to tie it on and fly off the opposite direction that Abraxas is pushing. Well, you know, the same direction he's pushing. I'm going off the ship the other side. Pull it that way.
Okay.
So if he's pushing, I'm pulling.
Rhett's out with advantage, and what was the other thing that you just did to him?
I was casting guidance on him.
Guidance.
So D4, and you get to add that to the roll.
Give me your piloting check, whatever that is we determined for you.
Ooh. What did we determine that was?
Is it dexterity for you?
So make it something awesome.
Survival? No. um,
We've done that before.
Yeah, whatever makes sense in the situation, right? If you can argue for it, is what Chris used to say.
Yep, that's true.
yeah, just to try and get us all from.
It's your survival on the
dying.
line.
Yeah, I was about to say it's
Come
all.
on,
You got this, bud.
You're a dexterity-based flyer, so maybe acrobatics.
Yeah, okay, I'll go with that. I was about to say wisdom isn't.
Doing cartwheels with the wheel, with the ship's
Yeah.
wheel.
Doing like high
Imagine-
kicks and steering it with his feet.
Yeah. It's
Imagine
impressive.
we're giving you help, so that'd be with advantage. You've got guidance, so that's a
And
D4,
guidance, yeah.
and you
24.
still have my D3 bonus.
All right, with a
Oh,
24, you're able to move the ship so it is no longer on a direct collision course with the building. You still might clip it. You would probably need to stick hang in there another round to try to fully miss and right the ship.
I don't know if it's helping, but I overclocked the shit.
All right,
Well, it's on my turn. On my turn.
quickly, I think you already kind of did something. You cast a spell. Is there
Yeah.
anything else you want to do?
No, the not crashing was the primary objective.
All right, Abraxas, overclock the shit out of your jetpack, and that'll be the step 1. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, profit.
Yep. Past the overclock, so lots
Okay.
more flames come shooting out, and you can hear me grunting and swearing and singing a song that doesn't make any sense.
I'm going to give you an option. You can make a Constitution save to protect yourself as you do this, because you're basically ramming yourself into the ship. I know you got your arms out and stuff, but
Mhm.
what you're trying to do is move a ship. It is in the air. Or you could forego that, and I'll give you advantage on the check of your argument to do what you want to do. To be clear, if you do the first one, you don't have advantage. I'll say you're going to make an acrobatics check. You won't have advantage on the acrobatics check, but you won't take damage. Or I could give you advantage on the acrobatics check, and you will take damage. Basically ramming yourself and your joints and stuff into the ship. Full power jetpack.
I'll do the advantage on acrobatics choice.
All right, so give me that, and I'll roll the damage.
Oh yeah. The only time I roll well.
All right.
It's a nat 20.
So ignoring the sort of, you can kind of feel tendons and stuff kind of pop and stuff. You only take 6 force damage from this because I rolled buttons. You start to pull the ship, and with a nat 20, you're starting to actually right the ship and push it, so it's not going to even clip the building now.
Okay.
I'm going to give Corvex a chance to contribute here. Corvex, same offer to you. You can get advantage on the ability check of your choice to do what you want to do and take damage, or you can make a Constitution save, possibly not take any damage, but not have advantage. Not take any damage, but then not have advantage on your attempt.
Going all in. Pulling as hard as I can on that. So I'll take the advantage.
Okay.
Of course, I don't know what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
Well, you see, I've realized if he's pushing the tail one way, then I'm pulling
So you're trying to
the
pivot it.
front. Yeah, I'm trying to pull it.
All right.
I had to move myself where I was. But I am not a strong creature, so.
Well, I let him do an acrobatics check, so you can kind of argue for something within reason.
I don't think my brilliant mind is going to move this thing, so I think I'll try with acrobatics at the very least, because all my skills are wisdom. I think medicine is going to help move this thing.
All right,
You are
roll.
healed.
Wah! A nat
Holy
20.
shit.
Oh wow, 2 in a row.
Yeah, let's get some.
All right.
Love it.
Quarterbacks, as your chicken arms grab the rope, the rope slides through your hands a little bit. You take 7, we'll say, fire damage from rope burn. But you calculate it just right and time it just as Abraxas hits the thrusters, and somehow you're able to you actually hook onto one of the steering vanes without realizing it, and this helps
nice.
the whole ship pivot and right itself. You guys are now out of danger, and so are the people below you.
Nice.
Actually, I think that calls for
I feel like it is at this moment that some of us are like, oh shit, that was a hospital. That'd have been bad.
You can see a whole bunch of like children, of course, because that's what the whole.
Right, it's like the children's cancer ward. Yeah,
Yep.
so
And then there's nuns on the floor above.
yeah.
There's puppies on the floor above that. They're all in the windows, watching the ship come towards it.
Well, the good news is, if anyone was injured, they'd be at the right place.
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, you survived the nucleus. You actually made him run away. I did not see that happening.
Me neither.
I didn't either after you launched missiles at our face for 60 damage.
That wasn't the bit that got me, although it was what wore me down. When he ran me over, that bastard.
You had full linebacker.
He's
Yeah,
he's sort of
he's no
ridiculous.
joke.
It's like
Yeah.
he got the star power from Super Mario, right? Does not let you run through enemies. Yep.
So I think that would be a good place to end it for the evenings. I know some people have to get up earlier. And this will also help me to exactly figure out how you go from this position to, well, wherever else you want to go after this. You have Omarth. You have Mother. The plan originally had been to get Omarth to Mother so you could extract the information from him. Omarth doesn't realize this yet. He may become less cooperative if he does. There
Whatever.
is
Still saved his ass.
there is the Gith Yankee deadline where the Necrosphere is going to be incoming, and when that gets here, things are going to turn real bad if Omarth isn't returned to them. That was the sort of implication from the news report you heard. Yeah. So
Yeah, just a few things going on. It's not much.
yeah, let's see what happens next time. So we'll be back with everybody next Wednesday if all goes well. On the CTA channel, back over on the Odd Lot YouTube channel, you can find the links on the Discord. You can join the photo in the little box there. Like and subscribe, as all the YouTubers say. But if you join the Discord, you'll see when I go live on this channel and when the Odd Lot goes live Sundays and Mondays. We had no Monday game. Sunday was Kingdom of Steam. Monday, it's unclear right now. We might be pausing Pathfinder for a couple of weeks until the DM gets out of classes. But we'll see. But at any rate, we'll see everybody next Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out, guys. See you. Bye.